The origins of the dragon in Chinese culture may be unclear, but the mythical beast is firmly rooted in tradition. In fact, there are actually Chinese people who refer to themselves as being descended from dragons. But very different interpretations of the dragon exist in the East and the West, and these can lead to confusion. And as BON's Niva Whyman reports, some scholars believe we're dealing with two entirely different entities.
Napoleon is said to have warned that China was a sleeping dragon, which, if it awoke, would shake the world. While the much-vaunted rise of China may see that prophecy fulfilled, on some levels at least, this image of the dragon as a threat to be feared and defended against is completely at odds with the Chinese view of the mythical animal. But when Western media refer to China with headlines like "The Dragon Awakes," it is very much the picture of a terrifying beast battling a valiant knight that springs to the Western mind. Guan Shijie is a Beijing-based professor and an authority on the various cultural connotations of the dragon, known in China as Long, and the very different feelings it arouses in China and the West.
The dragon in Western culture is the symbol of evil, but the dragon in China is the symbol of goodness. The Long is created by the Chinese people in the ancient time, and the dragon was created by the Western people in the ancient time. At that time, they have no connection between two cultures.
And these differing views have even affected discussion in China on how suitable the dragon is as a national symbol. In fact, prior to the Beijing Olympics, there was speculation that the dragon had been turned down as a possible mascot for the 2008 Games due to its negative image overseas. But the Chinese dragon is far from the fire-breathing monster of Western tales. This is the nine-dragon screen in Beijing's Forbidden City, and it dates back to the 18th century. The Chinese dragon is a common symbol of good fortune and prosperity. So why does the legendary creature arouse such contradictory feelings in East and West? Professor Guan explains that it may all be down to the lost in translation factor.
I think the translation from Long to dragon is completely wrong. You see? So the dragon and the Long is very different. It's good. In China, Long is good.
So, according to Professor Guan, we are in fact talking about two very different creatures. In Chinese tradition, the Long is a spiritual and cultural symbol which has represented prosperity and good luck for millennia. It was also a symbol of the emperor and relied upon to help maintain harmony and bring life-giving rains. Today, the Chinese dragon is celebrated in art, architecture, dance and festivals. And its place at the heart of Chinese tradition is illustrated by the idiom which says, "The greatest wish of Chinese parents is for their son to become a Long," that is, an outstanding person. All this is far from the fearsome, marauding, fire-breathing monsters of European fairy tales or the Harry Potter series. The central role of the dragon in Chinese culture also means there is great sensitivity regarding how it is portrayed. Some years ago, this led the Chinese government to ban a US commercial which showed basketball star LeBron James killing a dragon. And in a further indication of the high esteem in which the creature is held in China, 90% of respondents to a survey said the dragon, or perhaps more exactly the Long, should continue to be synonymous with the country. So, despite Hollywood and J.K. Rowling's best efforts, it looks like China's millennia-old love affair with the dragon, or at least the Long, isn't going to end anytime soon. Niva Whyman, BON.
BON's Niva Whyman there. Now, as she mentioned, there was some discussion before the Olympics about whether dragons should be adopted as the symbol of the Olympic Games, and some debate was whipped up there, which led into more fierce debate on the internet between purists and reformers. Some people believing that the dragon shouldn't really be a symbol because it projects an aggressive image. China is an aggressive power in the world, and that's led to even more debate about whether China should be adopting Western attitudes and Western symbols when talking about their own country.
Yeah, and it just boils down to the fact that different words mean different things to different people all across the world. The dragon here is seen as you know, representing good luck, money, prosperity and long life. And in the West, as we said, strong and powerful, but certainly the bad guy in most instances. Well, don't go away. BON News continues with our question of the day.